winner is...
Wait, huh? Wait, nigga, what?
Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan. I don't know what you mean. I'm Dirty Dan.
It's absolutely amazing.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Whoa, Dirty Dan.
Quick discussion. So, it's been a while since we looked at a death battle. It's been a hot little minute. But for y'all niggas that's been watching My Hero and that are hip to My Hero, and for y'all that know who Spider-Man is, I'm pretty sure y'all all know who Spider-Man is. Who y'all think will win in the fight between Midoriya? Right now, Midoriya and Spider-Man. He said, fuck Deku. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm crybaby, yeah. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I feel like I'm leaning more towards Spider-Man. But all right, now, but my thing is, oh, you saying Miles? See, that's one thing. I'm like, which Spider-Man you think is be the one to max him out? I do feel like Miles for sure, and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I think Tobey probably got him too. But Deku ain't no bitch though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he ain't a hoe no more. Deku got anime hacks. Kind of for real. So let's get into it, bro. Let's see the death battle. Spider-Man versus Deku. Minute death
Miles
battle.
Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who...
Said who? Breezy, I'm glad you're here. They're going to explain who Deku is and everything. And you already know who Spider-Man is. It's you know, we trying to get you hip to some anime, but you know, it's a little slow road for you. But it's okay. They're going to explain it for you. But right now, I ain't going to hold you. Since they said specifically Miles Morales, because I was going to ask which Spider-Man are they talking about, even though they were showing Miles. I'm like, which one? But if it's Miles versus Deku, I'd give it to Miles.
Who would win a death battle?
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooters.
So my nigga has nano mesh vibranium suit, Wakandan web shooters, super strength, agility, wall crawling, radar, spider sense, invisibility. And we're going to get into the Venom powers. Venom Punch, Shock, Blast, Saber, bioelectric webs, absorption, and over. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, he got a lot of shit in his kit.
Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to...
See, what's good, loved one? Appreciate the alert. Hope you're feeling good. Hope your Monday isn't too busy. Venom equals electric. Not the symbiote.
Being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to
Yeah, I'm about to say, because he already has like enhanced fucking electric abilities and shit. I remember, bro, what was that one game? Was it 2? Or the one that just came out where you could use that nigga and he that ass had like thunder webs or whatever, and he could do like a little thunder punch or whatever. I want to play Spider-Man again. I forgot what that shit was. But that shit was hard.
face turned out to be his very own uncle. Makes family dinner so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on
That
every
Thunder Punch,
other
Thunder Break
superhero
combo,
known to
yeah.
man.
Living parents.
Sick.
Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and
Ew, pause.
dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem, a blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of.
I'm not gonna hold you. This nigga really is. He's really fucking good. That's why I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Miles might actually, he might, I won't say wash, but he might dog walk that nigga. On Streamlabs, I use the voice of Amy. The voice of Amy? Okay, bet. Got you. Appreciate it. Damn, Peep Discord. Discord smell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably not fucking with Spider-Man, bro. Yeah. Yeah, he's not fucking with Spider-Man. Deku, alright, but
TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
Oh, God.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style,
Deku cool.
but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
overload.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has
That's
more than
sick,
managed to live up to his
That's
predecessor.
fucking me.
No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other Spider spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero? To the citizens
Okay, Breezy. Now you have to learn about Deku. Izuku Midoriya from My Hero.
of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo liked to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though.
Fucked up his whole arm.
Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes.
Yeah, still not as much as my nigga Miles. One for All, Gear Shift, Fajin, Danger Sense, Black Whip, Smokescreen, Float, Air Force Gloves, Mid Gauntlets. Yep, still not as much. It'd be a nice battle, but with Spider-Man, able to go invisible and see things coming. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be able to sense things. He's gonna be able to sense what the fuck Midoriya is doing before he even actually do it. Like maybe even if it's a few seconds before, That's just enough.
They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of
That's
pressurized
cool.
air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance, though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats.
He just says, oh, damn, something bad's about to happen. You don't know where the fuck is about to happen, though. Spidey Sense is like, oh, nigga, I see it happening. I see what's about to happen, so,
Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with Full Cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero-turned-villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 67 landing target to leave the
For what that Deku busted,
so what was the greatest
for all itself in their future.
5 for all.
New armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt. He even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Don't get tired. True.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know. Remember. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
See the runs. Let's see the ones.
Huh? Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you! Care to show me what you can do?
Alright, new guy. First lesson? Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine! Delaware!
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
I'm sure that you're really nice, but you can't cut it here in BK. I'm sure that you're all might, but I'm running away at the right place. With all that murderous stuff, fanboy, you already lost. You should take the hit.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Okay, Miles.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own thing.
Sarah was right! Your quirk is amazing!
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Amazing is my butt.
His suit has shock
right.
absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Overdrive, let's go.
Saito. Death Bang!
Go beyond! Ultra!
Kinetic energy. What's up for you?
Spider-Man,
Uh,
you really are the ultimate.
you already knew that. Spider-Man,
Vaya
bro.
con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by
That's what I'm saying. You use our old power, and all right, cool. That kinetic energy gonna build up. He just gonna say, "Fuck it." It's just gonna be a big blast. You not eating that.
talking about their superpowers, which matched
Not
up quite
even that.
evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around
Right.
before.
This meant Miles's invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater
Deku is an anime character with comic book as powers. True. The problem is Deku has the drawbacks don't really equate to the output of his, his kit.
experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but
Exactly.
overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Next.
Wait, huh? Wait, nigga, what? Bro. Huh? Right. Wait, are y'all niggas smoking dick? I thought I was tripping for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. We all watched the same thing, right? Huh? Bro, I only had one shot and only hit the bowl twice. So you mean to tell me, I'm going to say, hold on. Now, so I guess that's what they're trying to say. Like, in this last feat, in the last fight, he basically blew himself up in that blast because, really? Remember, these the same people that said Superman can't beat Goku. That is true. But Death Battle, I mean, it's been a while since I watched them, but they normally are like, I normally don't really refute too many things. But it's been a minute since I've actually watched a Death Battle. And like, goddamn, me coming back now, I'm like, I see why that. But he survived the blast in the game that they showed. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He survived that one in the game. But you mean to tell me, so if he used full calling and just did his strongest punch, even though his vibranium suit is thinner, so technically, yeah, he wouldn't be able to like absorb all that energy and dish it back. You mean to tell me that is be enough to actually K him? I mean, I don't know about that one, yo. That ass, I'm like, I don't know about that one, cuz. But I mean, W death battle, W discussion, I guess. But yeah, I don't know about that one. Nigga, we dead ass all watch Miles still win. And it looked like dead ass Deku gave up. He's like, bro, your arm looked broke and your leg looked like it's damn near shattered. We just didn't see Miles no more. That's kind of crazy, guys. That's kind of crazy. But hey, whatever, I guess. Shout out my nigga Deku. Shout out Midoriya. Shout out Miles, bro. Shout out my nigga Miles Morales, bro. I still say Miles won that one. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what the data says. I still say Miles won that job. Because, like, technically, as a technical fight, I ain't gonna lie, Miles he had more feats over yo. But whatever. It was still cool though. Still good. Still reaction. Good reaction. Still solid.